So I'm at the Practical Astronomy show today, where I'm surrounded by telescopes, cameras, all things astronomy and more gear than you could ever use. But I'm on the hunt today for the 10 things that I might want to buy. So I'm going to give my wallet a little scare. Come and join me and see what I find. Well, there's an interesting item, and it's made in Thailand, and it's a little Equatorial wedge and works well with, say, something like this. A little tracker. Ideal, giving you a nice little angle there for your polar alignment. So that's quite a nifty little item, that. It's nicely made. Vibrator. All metal. Let's find out how much it is. So there's been a massive boost in smart telescopes, and there seems to be all different types now. And I know there's a real buzz about the new ZWO C-Star S30 Pro. But the one that's really caught my attention is this little thing, the Dwarf Lab Mini. I mean, look at this. It's in the palm of my hand. It's absolutely tiny. And really, really impressive. I'm extremely tempted. What do you think? So the Toup Tek Stellar Vita, apparently they've gone into version 2, and that's something I'm really interested in, because unlike the ASI Air, this thing you can use any equipment with. So I can use my Altair cameras without any problems, whereas with ASI Air I can't. So it's great to see things like this coming out on the market. Keep up the great work. The new ZWO AM7, very nice looking mount, but I think I'm going to wait for the SAL 66. After getting my hands on the SAL 33, that's the mount that has sold me. Definitely interesting, the imaging pod, and like that a lot. It's only $8.99, don't be scared. Slightly doing larger ones with like tripod rigs, so a 1 meter one. So exciting times. Just imagine that with a skin on it, so it could look like the Death Star or a moon. I said, or even Iron Man or Stormtrooper. Right, just had a coffee and some lunch, all refreshed, going back in for round 2, and let's see if we can find the last 5 items. Well, I'm not sure. I like the look of binoculars. I think if I was going to do visual, these could be something really interesting to use, but 1,979 show price. I like them though. They're quite fancy looking. I can just imagine they're quite comfortable to do observing rather than looking through a single eyepiece. Something to consider. So I had to feature one of these, the 130 quad, the 650 FX by Altair Astro. This is one, I've got this model in my observatory at the moment, and I've managed to take some absolutely stunning images with it. So, is this what I'm going to go home with? Let me know. So this is something I'm very interested in, a little Ioptron tracker. Really lovely piece of metal, very sturdy. It's got all the connectivity that you could want. It's got battery inside. So this is like, would be a replacement really, or use alongside my Move Shoot Move. But that's a really nicely made bit of kit, so who knows? Well, I think I'm going to have to include this tri-pier in my choices, because I've always been a sucker for a bit of shiny metal, and they don't get much shinier than that. It's an absolutely lovely piece of engineering. I'm going to try and find out how much it costs. They seem to do it in red and black also. So I kind of think it'd be rude not to end with the start of the show for me, which is this 180 Super Apo by Altair Astro. This is one hell of a scope. Absolutely enormous. And I had the privilege of hopefully having this in my observatory for galaxy season and through the summer. So I'm hoping to do some planets and galaxies with this. I'm going to use it visually and also take some images. So hopefully you'll join me for that. But this is definitely something I'm looking forward to playing with, but it's not what I bought today. Can you guess what it was? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll share in a few days' time what I actually purchased.